We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
In motion, the tight end. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 29 yards. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the 50, it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
And now Smith going to change the play. Geno now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That's into the hands of Fulton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what it is.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing now is Geno. Left side complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Smith here, an audible at the line. Now Geno. Smith and Jigba with a grab. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the right side, this is Walker. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Smith going to move him around. 2nd and 14. Going deep for Walker. And that will get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.